Hello everybody, my name is Wilbur and welcome to a Sea of Thieves update video. Now Sea of Thieves had just released an update last night. Quite a small update, but they did change a few things here and there, and I kind of want to point out the major things that they've changed, so it helps you out in the long run. So the first major change that I really noticed was the sloop redecorating. So it says, crews preferring the smaller size sloop have often questioned the need for a brig on board. Duh. Sloopers will now find that the brig has been replaced with a comfy mattress. Now you're probably thinking to yourself, why the hell are they even bothering with this? And yeah, it does make sense. Like, why would you have a brig on a sloop when, you know, it's only 2 people, usually just playing with a friend, yada yada yada. But I kind of like this idea because when the sloop had the brig, that whole brig area was basically indestructible to cannon shots. So there was one part of the ship where if you would hit it with a cannon, it wouldn't put a hole in the ship, so it wouldn't take on water. It's kind of unfair, really. So I think this is a cool change. As you can see in the footage at the moment, it's going to take a while to get used to, and luckily it's quite obvious. I don't think anyone's going to tuck there, but I'm sure someone will find a way to tuck there. We'll see what happens. Another big change in this update is the Crimson Crypt cannon flare. It says the recently released Crimson Crypt cannon flare has been updated so that the lingering smoke effect masking the player's view after firing a shot are better aligned with those of other cannon flares. The occlusion from this effect can no longer be affected by graphic quality settings. So basically what this is saying is that the Crimson Crypt cannon flare originally had little to no smoke, so it was used by many because, you know, let's be honest, cannon flares are not very good. I'm just gonna put that out there. I don't like them. I'm sure if you're purely into like the PvE side of this game, cannon flares are probably really cool, but for someone who does a lot of PvP, cannon flares, I wish I could get rid of them, but unfortunately we can't. So moving on to some visual and audio stuff, they've changed the way people could silent board in this game. So if you aren't aware, you were able to silent board by, you know, holding the block button with your sword or aiming down sights with your gun and climbing the ladder, and it wouldn't make a splash sound. So they've got here, when boarding a ship from the sea, players are no longer able to muffle the boarding audio effects by grabbing the ladder while underwater or while using equipment, ensuring nearby players will always hear someone boarding from the ocean. I don't like this. I don't like it. I kind of liked that people could silent board me, and I also liked that I could silent board other people. Now, I don't know if anyone was asking for this change. Please let me know down below if you were one of these people asking for this change. I don't like it. You know, boarding is already hard enough with, you know, the silly mermaids popping up every 5 seconds. A really good change that they've made is players should no longer be able to strike a location where other players may be respawning and receive an audio effect confirming that player's location. I am super glad that they have addressed this and fixed this. So basically what players were doing if you were spawn camping someone, so you'd send the whole crew to the ferry and they would just go around striking various spawn locations, and if it made a sound before the person would spawn back in, that means they were spawning in that location. So if you've ever been spawn camped and you're kind of like, how the hell do they know exactly where I'm going to be? This is how they knew. So I'm super happy that they addressed this. They changed it. Screw you, all those toxic people that are spawn camping for absolutely no reason. So another thing they changed is players should no longer briefly see another crew's mermaid smoke and audio effects when they themselves are not abandoned at sea. This would usually pop up here and there, so I'm glad they're sort of fixing the mermaid issues. Those were the main update points I really wanted to point out. I mean, I will put the whole release notes in the description if you want to check it out yourself. You know, there's a lot of fixed issues, a lot of tall tales being fixed. You know, if you've been playing Sea of Thieves for a while, you kind of know, you know, what's going on with these updates. The last thing I really wanted to talk about was the ship physics during Megalodon attacks. So they say here, encounters with a hostile Megalodon can cause unexpected physics issues with players' ships, causing them to be propelled away from the attacking I can't even say the word properly. Megalodon. When this first started happening, this was kind of like a meme. It was kind of funny for a few times, but it was getting ridiculous. And this has been a problem for months now, many months, maybe even a year. I feel like every major update that this game has, the Megalodons sort of get even more screwy. So I don't understand how they're only just now like addressing the issue. They haven't fixed the issue yet. They're just addressing the issue. It's a known issue, along with, you know, ranged and melee weapon hit detection. But, you know, they have to put that in there. Otherwise, people will get upset when we all know that that stuff's never going to be changed. But that's it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I definitely want to try and do more of these for Sea of Thieves and other games that I really enjoy and play. So if you did like this video, leave a thumbs up. Let me know down below. Even dislike the video. I don't really care. Bye.